David Hoffman and I did a co-mediation of a family that they owned, I don't know if they owned or they were in charge of a family trust, a charitable trust, and there were 4 siblings and a mother. The father had died. The father died, left a lot of money, and that money went to fund the trust. And one of the siblings was in charge of the trust, and one of the other siblings was very angry with the way it was being handled, and there was some legal action back and forth, and a lot of fighting and a lot of misunderstanding, and we decided, they asked us, even after they had been to court one time, if we would help them mediate their differences. And so we met with them here to try to mediate some of the issues that they had. One brother didn't trust the other brother. He thought that he was being treated badly. So we got into some very powerful arguments and fights and so forth. And one of the memorable experiences, a couple of memorable experiences, we basically met with 2 of the brothers, and the sister and the other brother weren't part of it because they had somehow nominated these 2 brothers to be the spokespersons. But what we realized toward the end, when we were trying to pull together an agreement, was that one brother who wasn't showing up, he was really more powerful than he ever acknowledged, and he was calling shots from the sidelines and sabotaging a lot of the agreement from that brother's side. And then from the first brother's side, he brought his lawyer one day. We hadn't had any of the lawyers in, and he brought his lawyer in on a technical point. And his lawyer was a rabid litigator. And as soon as that lawyer showed up and started asking some questions and inflaming the other brother who couldn't stand him, the entire mediation pretty much went up in smoke. So it was memorable because, you know, you learn more from failures than you do from successes. And I learned a couple things. One is you got to know who has the power in a mediation and who's calling the shots. And you have to be very careful about the psychodynamics of the professionals and the non-professionals involved. And when you bring people together, you have to kind of know what the potential is for their ability to help the situation or their ability to really ruin it. So I would say that was a good learning experience for me. And David and I spent a lot of, I think, good time talking about it, trying to understand.